Now a shortcut method to find the mean x bar. So when we find the mean deviation about x bar, we need x bar, the mean of the data distribution. So to find that mean, we here apply a shortcut method. And the data values will be given in different forms. Ungrouped data, that is the raw data, or data in the form of grouped form, and in grouped form we have this discrete type and continuous type. Then we apply this shortcut method for data values given in the form of a grouped data and continuous case. We apply this for the grouped data of continuous type. For the other types of data given, we usually do not apply shortcut method. If necessary, we can apply there also. So we apply this for grouped data, continuous type. Continuous type. For this, we will have a table, distribution table with the classes and frequencies. We find these class marks as x1, x2, x3, etc., xn. And in usual way, we find the mean of these class marks as x bar equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. But in the shortcut method, we make a transformation. The transformation is this ui is equal to xi minus a divided by x, where a is the assumed mean and x the class interval. The transformation is ui is equal to xi minus a by x and a assumed mean h the class interval. And you know how to choose the assumed mean. Anyhow, we will explain it later. Then, what happens to this ui? These ui values will become smaller values, sometimes in 1-digit form or the smaller 2-digit form. So such a smaller values. Normally the xi values are larger values, and the calculation of this x bar will involve much work. But if you reduce this into this ui values, then ui values will become smaller values, so that we can easily find the mean of this ui values with the given same frequencies. This ui values are this u1, u2, etc. un, and therefore this u bar is equal to this sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi. Sigma fi. Find this f1, u1, f2, u2, f3, u3, etc. Since ui values are smaller values, this fi ui can easily be found. Easily we can add this, so we can find this u bar in an easy way, short way. If we find this u bar in this way, then the required mean of the values, that is x bar, will be given by this x bar is equal to a plus h u bar. That's all. That's all. Using this x bar, we can find the mean deviation about x bar. Using the formula, this mean deviation about x bar equal to sigma fi into mod xi minus x bar divided by sigma fi. So the shortcut method is applied only to determine this x bar. The remaining part will be same. stay with this x bar. And now remember, the other method, the assumed mean method, is a special case of this step deviation method. In the assumed mean method, the transformation is this ui is equal to xi minus a only. Then we find the u bar and find the x bar using the same formula. In the case of this step deviation method, if we choose this h equal to 1, then ui is equal to xi minus a by 1 xi minus a. That is, it is a special case of this step deviation in which this h is equal to 1. So, using the very same method, we can use the assumed mean method also. Okay? And again, we use this method, shortcut method, for this grouped data of continuous type. For other cases, we usually do not apply, because in that case, the numerical work may not be similar. Because in those cases, we do not have this x class interval. In that case, we have to use a suitable constant in place of this h. Suitable constant in the sense that this ui values are smaller values and simple for calculation. Simple to find this f5 ui and add and find this u bar. Normally, in that case, you have to use this h, a suitable constant, any other constant other than this class interval. There is no classes and class interval in that case. And if we choose some other constant, then this ui values may become values with the decimal points sometimes. Then finding this fi ui and adding with this decimal points will involve much work. So the method may not be simpler. In that case, if we use this method, the step deviation, instead of step deviation method, if we use this assumed mean method, it may be easier. So the decision is yours, whether to use the shortcut method or not. If it is asked to find the mean using the shortcut method, then no other way. You have to use the shortcut method. Otherwise, we can decide whether it is necessary, depending upon the values of this xi. If the xi values are larger values, better use this shortcut method. Okay? Anyhow, in the case of this determination of mean deviation about x bar, if necessary, we can apply the shortcut method, which is the step deviation method, or if we use this h equal to 1, the assumed mean method. Okay? And that's all.